You're listening to I-95, Bangor's classic rock station with Jay, Stu, and Corey in the morning. Jay, Stu, and Corey rock.
I-95, Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. Jay, Stu, and Corey here today. Friday.
Oh, glad. I'm so glad it's Friday. Holy smokes.
It's funny because when I got up this morning to take the dog out, it was, 3 o'clock, something like that. And dry as a bone.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this is great. I was like, forecast? Screw you. This is fine. I'm down with this. By the time I left, I pull out of the garage. It's just like down on the roof. I mean, it's actually, I'm exaggerating. It's not raining that hard, but it was a surprise.
Yeah, I don't know that I realized we were getting this kind of precipitation today, but whatever. It's there. There it is. So wake up. It's going to be a little wet. But we're halfway through the month of March almost. It's payday. We got St. Patty's Day weekend around the corner.
St. Party's Day. Remember, that's what we call it around here.
That's true.
There's nothing Irish about it. I don't care anymore. Like we've culturally appropriated it to the point of like it's like, oh, everybody's Irish today. Whatever. Come on. It's a drinking day.
That's the deal. So we are going to celebrate that way. The best way we know can. Best way we can.
You're done with words today. Thanks for showing up.
I'm done with the words. I know, right?
See ya Monday.
Yep. All right. Oh man. So
you talk real goodly. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
We got the Friday four-way though. Tell us about that.
I didn't screw that one up yet. We've got Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare, Genesis, Misunderstanding, Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water, and Def Leppard, Foolin'. You can vote from any of those. 991-9713.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Real right now.
What's that?
I said the struggle is real.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's kick it in with somebody who was supposed to be here like next week, but canceled because they're a Canadian jerk.
Oh, now. We still don't know why, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's still a Canadian jerk. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station, 95.7 FM. Hanging out here, chilling out with all you cool cats and stuff.
Convinced of some more.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be giving away more Lewis Black tickets later on in the morning.
Yeah.
I love this when I get up. I missed yesterday, obviously. I took yesterday off because I had National Honor Society dance on Wednesday, which is a weird day for a high school dance, is Wednesday.
Yep.
But let me tell you this. First of all, National Honor Society, a fun organization. They do a lot of good for a lot of people, and they teach a lot about leadership in school. And I used to belong to it back in the day when I was at Past. And we've just done a
One thing I never belonged to was the National Honor Society.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I feel like that's the least up your alley of all of the groups.
Oh, I literally failed the basic requirements to do so, which is nice. I didn't pass most of my classes.
Hey, you know what? You're excelling in being a human now.
Oh, look at me go. Woo!
So, but it was a regional, some sort of regional conference that they were having. And, I've been DJing a long time and I do a lot of dances and stuff. So for the most part, there's not a lot you can throw my way that I haven't already seen. But Rumford did. They had a crew, and towards the end of the night, they came up and they requested Womanizer from Britney Spears. And I'm like, all right. Well, that's weird. They had it was probably like, I would say maybe 10 kids there from Rumford who had an entire routine set up to that song. And it was amazing. I just stood back because like I said, I've seen most of the dance routines of all of the other line dances that you can put together, but these guys had a very original one, and it was fun. So that happened.
Yeah, I used to see that. We've talked about it before, but when I used to play with Dakota and stuff, when Happy Acres was still open, the whole at probably no less than a dozen points over the entire evening, they would bust into line dancing, but there'd be like 300 of them. you know, and it looked like this weird army moving back and forth. It looked like they were headed to the weirdest dance-off battle ever. It was like it was like redneck Thriller, you know. You know what I mean? It's just like it was like this cool zombie dance. I mean, it wasn't. They were doing like the electric slide or something like that. It was amazing watching like all those people do it though. It was like a flash mob.
My left and my right, I never go the right direction. So I would suck if I were doing it myself. And I know none of the moves. But it was really cool to watch. And so that's what ended up happening yesterday. Yesterday, I tried to get caught up and take some naps. That did not happen really until the end of the evening.
Well, let's get caught up on votes right now. 991-9713 or over at the I-95 Facebook page, Friday 4-Way. We got a bunch of people over there to check out, so do that. And we'll catch up at the end of the hour, see who wins on I-95. 5, Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's Classic Rock Station. Friday morning. It's gray outside, but it is 36 degrees. Nice. So it's not too bad.
Kevin Paul's birthday today. Wendy let us know, so he's having breakfast with his family, and then he's going to figure out something fun after work tonight. So good for you, Kevin. He's voting for Def Leppard today, along with like everybody else except for maybe 4 who might want Alice Cooper.
Which is funny because I was telling you on air or off air that yesterday the battle was just it was a slaughter. Like, it was, what was it, Rock of Ages versus Foolin'.
Yeah.
There were almost, just on Facebook, there were almost 30 votes.
Wow.
And, there were only like 2 for Foolin'.
For Foolin'.
And
all those
today,
Foolin' people, they want it. They want it. It's happening now. So,
now what are their choices again? I forgot already here.
All right. You've got Smoke on the Water.
Yes.
Foolin'. Welcome to My Nightmare or Misunderstanding. So Genesis, Alice Cooper, Deep Purple, and Def Leppard.
How many votes Genesis got in this battle so far?
2.
Really? Oh.
2 votes.
Right.
Yep.
Wouldn't have believed it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Looks like we're going to hear some Def Leppard, but we're going to have to wait and find out. That's still a couple minutes away. The forecast overall today, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, no, I put it where it's supposed to go. God forbid. Today, not bad. Well, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Rain or snow all day. It's going to be tapering off by early afternoon. Tomorrow, there could be some isolated showers. And then Sunday, back into the poo. So, yeah. So it's not really going to be a nice weekend. Is kind of what it boils down to. Awesome.
Well, then, better excuse there than to just go and imbibe and enjoy your
I mean, it's like we could have it worse. I mean, it's just like Sunday it says rain and snow are likely, but not like in an accumulating kind of way. You know, it's just going to be...
It'll be tricky enough to make the drunk people not know what they're doing on the road.
It's going to be a flaky rain. How's that?
That sounds gross.
Yes. It's going to be like shaking out your dandruff in the shower.
Right. That's exactly what that's the visual that I got. Nobody wants a flaky rain.
It's like that scene in Breakfast Club when Ali Sheedy that played the I don't know if you call her goth chick or whatever, but when she like scratched her head to make it snow on the drawing on the table that she had done. It was so gross yet so hilarious. Mm-hmm. So I can't help that. All right, the forecast overall from Todd Simcox is coming right at you in just about 5 minutes. We'll check in with that, and then when we come back, we're going to have the winner. Sounds like Def Leppard, but we'll see if it sounds like Def Leppard.
It sounds like a plan.
Stay right here. Well, Def Leppard takes it today. I-95, Bangor's Classic Rock Station at 95.7 FM. Foolin'. It's funny. Lost so hard yesterday. So hard
today, though.
Yeah. That's just... what it really says to me is that when you're forced to choose between Def Leppard songs, you know, your favorite's your favorite. But when you're forced to choose between Def Leppard and anybody else, Def Leppard's your favorite. So...
That's where we're at today. So
it's been a minute since we've had the band versus themselves win the doubleheader.
I know.
So we'll definitely send a message to their fan club. Let them know.
Yeah.
That.
Are you part of their fan club?
No, but I want them to know that several dozen of people in the Bangor area really love them. I know it's more than that, but you know.
They put all right, we're done. That's the pinnacle of their success right there. Several dozen of people in Bangor love us. We have several tickets left to give away for the Lewis Black Show on next Sunday. So not this Sunday, obviously, St. Patty's Day this Sunday.
Right.
But next Sunday, that will be going on at the Collins Center for the Arts. And we had somebody, it was Wayne, that sent in a couple of really good jokes. So he's going to get some tickets. And then we want to hear from you what your good, clean jokes are still.
Indeed. When we'll jump on that right away in the 7 o'clock hour. So get it ready. You got time to sort of find your jokes, settle yourself with it, learn it, perhaps. You know.
Do you want to hear Wayne's jokes?
We'll get those when we come back. Why not?
Because they are cute.
I can't wait to hear how cute they are. We'll start with that, and then we'll give away some tickets. So.
All right, sounds good.
All right, that's what we got going on. Stay right here. I-95, Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. Jay, Stu, and Corey with you this morning on this delightful Friday. Here we are.
Yes. One thing that will make it suck a little bit less, at least as far as if you don't look out the window, but you're just listening to something, is a good hearty chuckle, perhaps, with a good giggle, maybe winning something.
Sure.
Make it suck less.
Yep. Sometimes I wonder if we overestimate the power of these clean jokes or if we underestimate the power of these clean jokes.
So, okay, they're not as fun as the salacious, not so clean jokes, but sometimes they're adorable. And even if it's a little bit of joy, just the tiniest bit of joy.
Whatever. Sure. You sound like you sound like somebody who's been partying until 6 a.m. and you're scanning the floor. It's like, yeah. I just need a bit of joy.
Yeah. That's my life right now. Are you kidding me? So I was excited when I came in this morning and saw that Wayne had actually sent a couple. So Wayne, if you're listening right now, we just need your information because you're going to get some tickets for these great.
Well, read his damn jokes. You've been talking about that for a long time.
Yeah. They're pretty simple and pretty easy.
I like it.
My youngest is going to love this. First one is, how do you make an egg roll? Push it.
You push it?
That's how you make an egg roll. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry. I literally, I took it literally. I'm like, I don't know. How do you make an egg roll? I didn't think about an egg roll. So that's all.
Yep.
All
the
right.
second one is, where was King David's temple located?
On the side of his head?
Yeah, it's pretty much beside his ear. Yeah, that's it. It works. Good job.
I'm as smart as a fifth grader.
That might be giving yourself a little extra credit, but if you would like to regale us with a great clean joke, then on March 24th at the Collins Center for the Arts in Orono, you can go watch Lewis Black say some not so clean jokes, maybe.
I'll certainly swear a lot. I don't know about clean or dirty jokes, because isn't he usually sort of, I don't know, it's not political necessarily. He picks a subject and rants so hard that you think the veins are going to pop right out of his neck. Yep. And like it's going to be like a Gallagher show in the front row.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, all right, yeah, let's do that. Let's give away a pair right now. 991-9713. Tell us a cool joke, and you get to go see Lewis Black. So do that. I-95, who's this?
This is Garrett.
Garrett, how you doing, my man?
I am quite well, sir. Yourself?
Just wonderful. You know, I'm looking outside. The sun isn't shining. The wind's kind of blowing. Rain everywhere. I feel great.
Living the dream, I guess.
Do you have a good joke for us today, Garrett? Do you want to win some tickets?
Sure. I don't think it's a good one, but I'll try.
Even better.
Excellent.
What did The Rock say to the boulder when Bob Dylan was in town?
What did... tell us.
Let's get stoned.
Oh, I was going to go there, but I was like, that seems too obvious.
Terrible.
That wasn't the worst terrible joke I've ever heard. So
it wasn't bad.
Well done, Garrett. Nice job.
Yes.
So,
excellent. Are we wrapped up with the app then? Today's Friday, right?
Yeah. We can't take any more submissions at the app. We have a bunch over there. Those are starting to, we're starting to go through those. We're going to contact some people.
All right.
But yeah,
So
that
that's
show.
it for this week as far as giving stuff away. The show is in 2 weekends, so not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yep. You got St. Party's Day to get through this weekend, and then you get to go. It's a good thing they're not the same day. Could you imagine trying to roll into the Collins Center, half in the bag to see Lewis Black?
Would you
with like green beads and stuff?
Smelling like a redemption center?
Yeah. A redemption center with a whiff of vape pen.
Yeah. You know what, though? This weekend is St. Patty's Day, and coming up a little bit later on this hour, we have a locally written St. Patty's Day, in honor of St. Patty's Day, a song to play snippets of for you. So that is coming up from our buddies at the band Tim. So
there we go. Otherwise, enjoy your morning with us as we just navigate this wonderful rainy morning.
It's great.
It ain't that
You're
bad.
alive. You're above ground. It's great.
Who cares? Look, it's the kind of weekend you just have to go with it. You know what I mean?
It's payday, man.
The weather is just like,
today.
whatever. You know, I don't even care.
I'm looking at those two things as happy, you know? Get money and go blow it on ice cream. Done.
Payday, I just watch it funnel out of one account and right off to another. It's just, my bank account is where it stops for a minute in between. What I'd love to do is find a way to just, you know, can I just get work to pay my bills? Can we just cut out the middleman and just dump whatever's left over in my account? Because that's how it's going. Yeah, but whatever. No, it's going to be a dandy day. It's Friday. It's payday. It's all the things. So let's celebrate.
I'm with it.
Okay. All right. Stay with us. I-95, Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. Jay, Stu, and Corey here. Now, I know there's been this, like, everybody either loves or hates self-checkout, generally speaking, right? You know, like, I'm a fan because more often than not, if I go into any store, I've got like 3 things in my hand. I'd rather just boop, 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 and keep going just because, you know. Mm-hmm. If I have a cart full of groceries, I'll go through the line, you know. But where are you on that? Do you use it, or is it sort of half and half? Or
it all depends on how I can get out of there quicker. I like talking to people. That doesn't bother me at all. Self-checkout is sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I guess. But I saw that they were going to try and make that like a subscription thing, and I think that's
there's
a
some
big
talk
pile
about
of
it.
BS.
At Walmart,
pile of ridiculousness.
Here's the thing: people scream all the time about self-checkout at Walmart and Target because there's all those people that are like, "Oh, this is affecting jobs." It's like, I know a dude who's a manager at a Walmart, and he said no one has ever lost a job over the self-checkout lines. They're just, they just redistributed those positions to other parts of the store that needed to be done. It's not like, and then sometimes those people who can do the cashiering do the cashiering. It's not like anybody's out of work because of it. That's all kind of crap. However, Walmart and Target both talk all the time about how they're getting robbed, left and right because of the self-checkout.
I just think it's got to be that, yeah.
So now this was on Reddit, but people were putting up signs where the self-checkout area was closed, and it said for Scan and Go and Spark customers only. So it was like, and the Scan and Go thing is like a $12.95 a month subscription or something like that. So it's like, can you imagine all the people that are mad at self-checkout anyway? And now it's like, okay, you want me to pay $12 a month to bag my own groceries? Like, first you're just convinced they're stealing somebody's jobs. Now they want you to pay to bag your own groceries.
Yeah. Yep.
It's got to go over like a fart in church.
I can't imagine anybody is super thrilled about that idea. No, I mean, I liked when Sam's put that app together where you could scan as you go, and then you're just like out the door. You don't have to go through a checkout necessarily. They do have self-checkout scan options there as well, but you're usually kind of limited. I don't know. It all depends on the time that I have to spend.
Yeah,
if I've got
I do that at Sam's and BJ's. We have the app for both of them, and we just walk right out the door instead of waiting around instead of doing it all and then having to get out of there. But I can't imagine anybody willingly paying money for the convenience of bagging their own groceries. Like,
how many
I won't even do that.
We said that out loud though. Like, I can't imagine anybody willingly paying money for blank, and now it's a thing.
Oh, I mean, someone will. And someone at Walmart who came up with that idea probably got a huge bonus, you know, because they were just like, hey, instead of making them go away, what if we just charge money to use them?
They can't make them go away now because a lot of the stores have reconfigured their entire checkout area to make room for all these extra self-checkouts. That would be the dumbest thing that they could possibly do because they just dumped a bunch of money in there. They have to make their money back somehow. So they're like, okay, well, how about this? Yeah.
It's like every time we lose power, and there's a huge thing, and there's like a several day outage. It's like, oh, we're going to raise rates to pay for all that stuff that wasn't our fault. You know, it's like, oh man. Exactly. But if you want to read about this Walmart kerfuffle, whatever you want to call it, we have it up right now at i95rocks.com or the app. I-95, Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's Classic Rock Station. Sunday is St. Party's Day. In fact, I noticed very conspicuously one of our coworkers already took Monday off.
I think he started yesterday, actually. I'm surprised he's still up right here. But
hey,
a lot of people are going to be kicking off our party weekend here early, probably tonight, and then tomorrow. I think last year St. Patty's Day was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So this year they've got an extra day. You've got Friday night, Saturday night, and if you want to, then there's Sunday. And
there are plenty of people who rally. I mean, they changed the blue laws in Maine to account for the occasions that St. Patty's Day falls on Sunday.
Amazing.
The previous blue laws used to be that you couldn't serve alcohol before 9 a.m. on Sundays. So they changed it because in 2013, St. Patty's Day fell on a Sunday. And they're like, well, what are we going to do? Because so many Irish bars, sports bars, and stuff like that open at like 6 a.m.
Yep.
And they were just like, oh, well, I guess we could change the law.
And that's how change happens, ladies and gents. Well, a lot of people are going to be out doing partying and stuff. And there is a local band called the band Tim. And they have come up with a bit of a St. Patty's Day rally song. It's got rally right in the name. So if you, and I'm going to debut the whole thing during the lunch hour today because we're going to do fun songs to do with St. Patty's Day, either Irish bands or artists or songs about drinking, because that's really what it's about. But
it'd be a whole green hour.
Yeah, a whole green hour. But here is a snippet of what you're going to get from the band Tim. This is called Puke and Rally. They wrote it right here in Maine.
But remember this, as the sweat runs off your brow, life is more than only chosen. Let me tell you how. You gotta puke and rally, son. Puke and rally, 'cause when we drink the working day is done.
That's pretty cool.
It's a fun tune. They're a fun group of guys, and I went down to see one of their practices one day, and I had never heard that. I didn't even know they had it in their little repertoire, and they're like, oh yeah, we should do this song. And I heard it, and it was like, it was one of those things where I'm like, you have to make this. This is so good for St. Patty's Day. You got to get this out there because it's a perfect St. Patty's Day song. So if you're looking for an anthem for this weekend, you just play that on repeat. We got links up online in the story that we did earlier this week about the band at i95rocks.com and the app. But that's going to be, I have no doubt there are going to be plenty of people puking, rallying this weekend.
I don't know how people do it. We talked about it the other day. Like, if I hit the point, if I'm drinking and I hit the point where I'm throwing up, then I should probably be taken to the hospital.
Yes, well,
you know what I mean?
You and
rallying would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know, the dudes that drink off hangovers, how do you do it? You're a national treasure. That's all I have to say about that. Like,
you're functioning alcoholics. That's what they are.
Yeah. I salute you, fine ladies and gentlemen.
The one weekend, I guess, a year that comes in handy.
Sure.
This weekend.
Here we are. Well, St. Party's Day on Sunday, and it's going to be so cool that you're going to have all those tunes at noon. So that'll be a fun little whole lot of lunch. All right, when we come back, we're just going to keep partying because it's Friday.
You know, we got to let people know because Superintendent's called in. Put your wipers and your headlights on, people. He doesn't want to hit anybody.
That's probably a good idea. And it's the law. Common sense and the law. Just keep that in mind today.